It's been a few years since I retired as a police officer. The year that followed was a healing year for me. I cut myself off from the world. I got healthy, mentally and physically. And during that time, I had no dealings with the police. But that only lasted a short while. When you leave an abusive situation, it lingers in the back of your mind and torments you. And those things are hard to shake. PTSD is a dark disease. It strikes when you least expect it. Certain situations trigger the symptoms, and then you'll find yourself in a very dark place. And I was pulled back into that dark place by starting my YouTube channel. I thought I would make changes so others wouldn't have to go through what I went through. But sadly, those who are supposed to protect us often are the ones who hurt us the most. This past year has been a tumultuous time for me. The ups and downs often take a toll on my mental health. I have to look after myself, and in doing so, I must distance myself from those who oppose me and want to harm me. I will show you in this video what I mean and the detrimental effects the Toronto Police are responsible for. This will be my last video. Perhaps in the future I might change my mind, but for now, this is what I have to do. And I'm not doing this because the Toronto Police beat me or won. It has nothing to do with that, or any other reason. It's a personal choice that I am making for me and my family. This is Jay Bannister. Four and a half months ago, I attended 40 College Street, which is Toronto Police headquarters, to access records about me through their Freedom of Information Act. So what people need to do is they need to go to Toronto Police headquarters, and if they feel like there is information being put on them within the police service, they can request that information or any information that has to do with your name. So when you file the Freedom of Information report, all you have to ask on the paper they give you is you want any information that has your name in it within the Toronto Police Service. And they have to provide that information. But saying that, when I said they have to, they're supposed to, but they don't. And they give you a hard time about the requests. And like I said, I filed this 4.5 months ago, and I just received it on May 16th. It took that long to give me information that was so minimal. It was hard to actually make a story on this because there isn't a lot of information that I wanted, but they do not want to give it to me. So they sent me this letter through email telling me what they cannot give me, which is pretty much everything. It's a complete joke. So it seems like the Toronto Police are keeping a tight little file on Mad Lab Press. And when I say that, I received supplementary general occurrence reports, which are reports the Toronto Police put in on people they are investigating. And usually reports that are nothing or, not very important, they're just put in as an incident. But Toronto Police feels the need to head up the reports put in against me as something they are not. And when I say that, we're going to look at this report here. and they've made the header at the very top, suspicious incident. Now, this was a time that I was with True North Transparency, and we were filming, or True North Transparency was filming the post office near Wicksteed in Toronto. And I was helping him out for the day with my drone footage. And this is the report they put in about me that day. Now, let's just go through this report. It's pretty funny if you actually look at it closely. So they keep stating in these reports how I identified myself. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get me identifying myself as a police officer, which I would never do because I'm retired. And I never want to be a police officer in my life ever again. But they're trying to get me saying that I'm a police officer, as you can see in this line right here. So if we get on to like the fourth column here, it says, confirmed male seen on body-worn camera is actually Jason Bannister. Like, they obviously know, they know who I am, but they keep trying to identify me. A few people that I work with, Kirk Schneider, who I used to work closely with, identified me as Jay Bannister, of course. PC Borges, as you can tell here, he stated that he located me on Wicksteed. Well, he didn't locate me at all. I only saw him after I spoke with that tyrant Sergeant Duran. And it says in this report that we are troublemakers and like to engage government workers. We're police baiters. Yeah, it's unbelievable what they're putting in here about us. It's completely not true whatsoever. So what they're doing is they're building a file on me, and they're trying to get enough information to have me arrested over the smallest little thing. Everything that I do is being monitored by the Toronto Police. Now we're going to go through the body of the actual report. The beginning of the report just states that True North Transparency was being investigated in the parking lot by Police Constable Borges and Police Constable Kuhi. They were speaking with him. I was over in the next parking lot, and I was not flying my drone at that time. My drone was packed up. It was a DJI Mini, perfectly legal to fly. It's basically considered a toy. But Sergeant Duran wanted to make a bigger deal out of it than it really was. And it says at 15:21, Sergeant Duran arrived on scene and made contact with a second male party located on the adjacent property, who was later identified as me, who was found piloting a drone over and around the Canada Post facility. That's a complete lie, because the video shows that my drone was packed up. We were instructed to leave the property by Sergeant Duran, which they responded by standing on the sidewalk. Well, where I was standing when you spoke to me was perfectly legal place to stand also. And it says no further interaction was made with the parties, and both parties are already known to officers for similar attempts at instigating officers. And at the very bottom here, it says a field information officer, Diana Kroll. I used to work with Diana Kroll, and if she's the one investigating this, good luck. Can I help you?
How are you?
Fine.
Hey, you're being recorded.
Yeah, so are you.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have business here?
I don't answer questions. Did I do something wrong?
Well, I'm investigating you right now for a potential
Am I
trespassing.
detained? Am I detained?
Well, you're being investigated
Am I
right
detained?
now. Yeah, you're free to go.
Okay, then I'm free to go. Then
Yeah.
you can leave. Okay, you're harassing me right now.
And-
I did nothing wrong. I'm standing here. So what did I trespass?
Okay, I got information that you're operating a drone on private property.
It's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not private property.
Yeah, you need authorization.
No, you don't. It's under 249 grams. It's called a toy.
Yeah.
You can check it out. It's called the DJI Mini.
Yeah, no.
And it's 249.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of
Okay.
that regulation.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you can't operate without permission on private property, and you're on private property.
No, I was on the sidewalk. But I don't answer questions anyway. So
Actually, yeah, you were answering questions. We're having a discussion.
okay, that's fine. I'm done.
Okay, so I'm going to speak to the property management here. If you have no business here, then you're going to be removed, and if you don't want to be removed, you'll be charged.
No, I'll leave.
Right.
No problem. No problem. I'll leave. No problem.
But you can't solicit a trespass, right? You can't do that. That's illegal. You can't solicit a trespass. Okay? If they come out and tell me to leave, then that's fine. But you can't go in there and solicit a trespass.
If they want me to act as their agent to enforce the trespass,
Have they come out and said that to you? What's your badge number? 8207?
You got it.
Okay, what's your name? Can I see your name? It's covered by your phone.
Oh, sorry. Can you see now?
Yeah. N. Duran. Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you want to solicit a trespass, then go ahead. Everything's being filmed.
Yeah,
no
yeah. It's being.
I've done nothing
It's
illegal.
being filmed both ends. As soon as
I've
I
done
speak to
nothing
them,
illegal.
I'll be right back to deal with you.
No problem. I'll be right here. Actually, I'll be on the sidewalk. How's that?
Even better. Even better.
It's a public spot, so.
Is this your vehicle?
Nope.
Oh, it's a little bit rude to put your things on someone else's vehicle.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah?
No.
Wait, would you like it if someone did that to you?
I don't answer questions.
Yeah, you've been answering questions actually.
Okay, well
We've been having
that
a
ends
discussion.
now. That ends now.
We've been having a discussion.
Well, that ends now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, the discussion's over. Sidewalk, please.
Are you telling me to leave? I'm asking you, are you telling me to leave right now?
You just said you're
Are you
on the
telling me
sidewalk.
to leave right now? Yes
You
or
just
no?
said-
Are you ordering me to leave, and am I detained? Am I detained? Yes or no?
You
Am
already
I
said you're going on
detained?
the sidewalk.
Am I
Go to the
detained?
sidewalk like you said.
Am
and
I
I'll be
detained?
back.
Yes or no? I'm right here in a public spot, Sergeant. Actually, here. How's this? Public sidewalk. How's that? Guy's telling me to leave, trying to solicit a trespass. Yeah. Hey, Borscht.
Yeah, Duran 8207. We're having a private conversation.
What's going on?
Private property, please.
What's private property?
Yeah, you're on private property. Feel free to go back on the sidewalk.
You can't solicit a trespass, Sergeant. Can't do that. It's illegal.
Sorry guys, we'll talk over here. Sidewalk, please. You've already been told. You've already been told. Absolutely.
You just said it's private property. Listen, we have authority of the property. Absolutely, we can have this discussion.
Now, I'm sure everybody remembers this video I put out a few months ago. It involves drone footage of the Toronto Police College, which the taxpayers pay for. There's nothing secret about this place. Everybody knows it's the Toronto Police College, and they put a report on me when they saw this video on YouTube, and they had it taken down, which I put back up again. There's nothing nefarious about this video. It's just a video that I put out for educational purposes about how much the police college costs, how big it is, and how wasteful it is. So here's the report they put in on me. So here's the report. And this is typical Toronto Police. At the top right-hand corner, the heading of this report against me is criminal harassment. So for flying my drone, which is perfectly legal to do, they create a report on me for criminal harassment for filming the Toronto Police College. And not only that, but it was investigated by intelligence unit, as you could see here. And then the CCJS information right in the middle there, the status is insufficient evidence to proceed. So they were trying to have me arrested and charged for flying my drone over the police college. And believe it or not, their intelligence department is involved in this, as well as the RCMP. They've contacted the Toronto Police drone unit, as well as the RCMP drone unit, to try and have me charged, but that didn't work because my drone is under 249 grams, and it's perfectly legal to do so. Now, the synopsis for this report, it says that on, I think it was September 18th, 2024, former Toronto Police Services officer Jason Bannister posted a video to his YouTube channel, Mad Lab Press. The video was a drone video of the exterior of the Toronto Police College, Professional Standards and Property Unit. In the video, he pointed out relevant areas, including where entrances were and if pass cards were required, as well as where the gun range is. Ooh. Who cares? Who cares? The police pay for this unit. It's taxpayer funded. And you are trying to hide it from the public, what you got going on inside the police college. And it also says the video was captured by members of C3 and a formal report will be completed. Ooh. So if you can tell me why this is criminal harassment or how this is criminal harassment, I'd love to hear it, because it is completely not. Another lame, unsuccessful attempt by the Toronto Police Service, not only to have me silenced, but charged and arrested for flying a drone over property that the city owns. Now let's just go over what they said. So this is the second part of the supplementary. On September 19th, 2024, the writer was made aware of the video posted to YouTube by the account Mad Lab Press. And they give a background here. It says Mad Lab Press has posted numerous videos in which the narrator states that he is an ex-cop, obviously. The videos that he posts have a theme of exposing bad police officers and various other police-related themes. Yeah, I do. You guys should be thanking me. At this time, the writer reviewed the video and found the following. Blah, blah, blah. It goes by the title. At the time, the video had 1.6 thousand views. They're keeping every single thing on me, folks. If you just read this, you can just see that it tells exactly what I was doing. It states that he will be doing a small series of TPS buildings. He places typed labels in the video as the drone flies over the Toronto Police College, the courtyard lunch area, gate entrance, passcode, parking lot, police officer entrance, gun range and firearms training facility, classroom simulation training. They even put in here the fact that I stated that the police college is 75,830 square feet. The video then transitions to the professional standards building at the old property unit building around the corner, which you can see in my video. In this portion of the video, the drone is flying high, and you can observe cars in the back lot of the PRS building, that's professional standards building, but you cannot make out specific make, model, plates of the vehicles parked there. So what they're saying is that I possibly could face a charge if I was to expose the cars that the police drive and the license plates. Well, got to tell you guys, that is not whatsoever illegal in any way. Further review of the second video posted by Mad Lab Press titled Toronto Police Sergeant Intimidates Me, that's the one we just watched, reveals that the drone used is a DJI Mini, and that in this particular video, the narrator, believed to be Bannister, explains that he knows the laws in relation to the drones, obviously, which I do, and that his drone falls in the 249 gram category. And within this report, they state that they have advised the RCMP about me. Now, as you can see here in the last line of this criminal harassment report says, as a result of this information, the writer made inquiries with Toronto Police Service MPO drone operators and the RCMP drone mitigation section. Based on these inquiries, it was determined that no offense had taken place as a result of this video footage being taken. I wonder how much time they've wasted on investigating me, investigating this video, putting out a report, man hours to put out this report, for an answer they should have known from the beginning. Now, this is another one. This happened, let me see here, December 18th, 2024, last year. So I was with Auditing Canada and we were serving paperwork to Regal Security. When I walked past an A&W restaurant, I saw a police constable from 53 Division inside the restaurant ordering food, which is perfectly fine. They're allowed to eat. They're allowed to take their lunch. What I didn't like was the fact that this police officer was parked on a corner in a no stopping, no parking zone, making it very difficult for cars to turn the corner. So I passed by the A&W, Auditing Canada and myself went up and served paperwork on Regal Security headquarters, came out. As I was walking across the street, this police constable exited the A&W with food that he just bought. So he was parking illegally to get food. And I had said to him, why are you parking your car like that? He didn't respond, got in his car, he left. Auditing Canada, I left. It was a nothing interaction whatsoever. So what did the Toronto police do? They put a report in on it. This time it was an incident. So this police officer goes back, complains that he's running to Mad Lab Press, and they must put a report on it. Now let's see what the report says about me. It says on Monday, December 16th, 2024, at approximately 13:30 hours, I was on a canvassing detail for a theft which occurred at 2300 Yonge Street. Well, that's a lie, because if he was canvassing for a theft and it happened at 2300 Yonge Street, A&W is a block away from that area. So I don't know why he would be canvassing in the A&W. He was getting food. I have it on video, and he walked out with a bag of food. Now, during this detail, I went to 35 Eglinton Avenue East, which is the A&W restaurant. This is according to the officer, which is near the canvassing detail. I saw Jason Bannister, whom I heard about from previous contact with officers from 53 Division. As I exited the restaurant and approached my scout car, which was parked on Holly Street facing southbound, Mr. Bannister approached me with his camera and began interacting with me in a belittling attitude. What, by asking you, why are you parked illegally, is belittling. Advising me of my parked scout car in a no standing zone. Is this what they teach you at the police college, or words to that effect? I said. Yeah, I probably said that. The nature of his interaction was the location of where my scout car was parked. I did not acknowledge him or responded back to him, as I was already aware of the reason he was recording me on his camera. Wonder what reason that would be. Bannister advised me numerous times on how I would be a YouTube famous by the end of the night. That's complete horseshit. I managed not to respond back to Bannister and entered my car and drove away, continuing my policing duties. You mean filling your face with A&W Mama Burger, buddy? You know what? These guys lie through their teeth. They really do. To protect their own ass, this guy's lying. He wasn't on a canvassing detail. He was getting lunch, and his car was parked illegally. He didn't want to get in trouble because he thought I would post a video on YouTube, which I didn't. But this is what police officers do, guys. They lie. They try and cover up things. They try and nip it in the butt right away because he was afraid I was going to go back and post the video of him. He's a liar. And here's another one. I was down on Parliament Street, 464 Parliament Street, where I observed 51 Division officers kicking in a door for a search warrant into a marijuana dispensary. And when I walked up, I didn't say a word. All I did was film. And in case anybody didn't see it, they are basically saying that I was engaging officers when I arrived on scene. The only person engaging conversation was the sergeant who was in charge of that crew that day. He began to speak with me, asking me questions. But as usual, the Toronto police lie and like to switch it around to blame it on me.
How you doing?
Fine.
You're getting flanked.
Okay.
Jay,
What's that?
I just said okay.
Okay.
this
Do you have
guy
any
is
business
flanking
here?
you
Or
for no
have
reason.
anything to do with this?
I don't answer questions.
He's
You don't
trying
answer
to
questions?
intimidate
Why
you
not?
for no reason.
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions. That's just the kind of person you are, or I have a camera recording too, just so you're
I
aware.
don't give a shit.
Okay.
So do I.
I want to get his name and badge number.
Learn the law. It's a public area.
Excuse me, officer. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Hey, what's your name and badge number, Sergeant?
Badge number's right there. My name is right there.
You want to pronounce your name for me? Hearing impediment.
No, I don't. I don't want to.
You don't want to?
It's all right here and right here.
What if I can't see?
You got a camera.
It's here, and is that what you tell the judge? Now, as you can see at the top right-hand corner, you're going to see it says suspicious behavior dash surveillance. This is a pretty big report, actually, because when you have a report like this, it goes to intelligence and they're actively investigating you. And we can see at the very bottom here of the this report that it said Sergeant Young, badge 7869 is advised. And then the Toronto Police Intelligence Services are advised also. So they're saying because I was filming them from a public sidewalk while they're doing their job, because they are employed by the city of Toronto, that I'm I'm acting suspiciously, and my behavior is suspicious. So now I'm under surveillance by the Toronto Police. And if you can read the synopsis here, it says, while outside the address, officers were approached by two white males who immediately began filming and attempting to bait officers into conversation. Well, as you can see from that video, the only people making conversation was that sergeant to me. And it says both males were identified as they have had previous interactions with the police. Male number 1, Jason Bannister, known to post inflammatory videos about police interactions. And then if you scroll down to the bottom of that report, it says, while officers executed their duties, both parties filmed officers entering and exiting the premises. Well, obviously, because there's one door that goes in the front. And made inflammatory comments and tried to have officers engage with them. Again, folks, another lie by the Toronto police. This is what they do with people when they want to silence them. They create these surveillance reports and these suspicious behavior reports, criminal harassment reports. This is what they do, and they keep files on people. Even though they say they don't, they do. I've seen it firsthand. I was a cop for 24 years. They keep files on certain people. And I just happen to be one of them now.
Hi, it's Detective McRae calling from 51 Division. I'm just following up with the assault report that you submitted. I just wanted to give you an update. We're still trying to locate the other party. I will follow up with you once I have more information. Thank you. Bye. Detective McRae speaking.
Hi, I'm just returning a call. It's Jason Bannister. You left a message.
Yeah, how you doing? It's Detective McRae. I was finding the report, so I just wanted to touch base with you. I've been looking at identifying the person. Just like I said, I just wanted to give you an update with what's going on.
Sure.
And I have not yet been able to identify him, but I'm waiting to hear back from the shelter.
Good luck with that.
Well, like I said, I mean, we've got a couple options. I mean, you know how it works. Like, I mean, I've done a bulletin to see if anybody recognizes him within the division. Gonna do facial recognition, see if somebody comes up. So, like I said, just wanted to give you an update so that you know it's being looked at, and like I said, I'll update you as I know more.
Okay, I just have a couple questions before you go. First question is, what's the charges on this guy?
Well, right now it looks like it's going to be an assault.
Because he stole my property with violence. So
the video shows that the phone obviously is jolted out of your hand.
this is how they try and justify not laying charges because they're lazy, and because I'm who I am, they are making up shit now. The phone wasn't jolted out of my hand. It was physically removed from my hand by this guy who assaulted me. On my phone.
See what happened.
It's my glasses and my hat he stole. So that's robbery with violence.
Okay.
I'm not telling you how to do your job, and I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. I just think because he did rob me, it's like a plain simple assault. This guy's gonna get a slap on the wrist and he's gonna be out the next day.
Okay, but you're also facing assault charges as well. There's video of you kicking him.
Yeah, because I was defending myself.
He was walking away.
Are you kidding me right now?
I've got video. I've got the video that you provided on your YouTube, and I also have an independent video as well.
So you're gonna charge me with assault?
Like I said, I'm still investigating.
Oh my god. This is priceless. I get attacked, I get beaten up, and you want to charge me for defending myself?
You weren't in the process of defending yourself.
Yes, I was.
I've got the video.
Twice.
I've got the video.
Twice he assaulted me. Did you see both times?
Like I said, I see the fight between both of you.
No, I'm asking you if you've seen both videos of him assaulting me. You can go ahead and charge me whatever you want, okay? But this is unbelievable. This really is. A guy gets beat down in downtown Toronto. You guys don't do an investigation. First of all, you don't take a written statement off me. I don't sign a statement.
The statement was taken on body worn. That's a suitable statement.
Okay.
Like, there's no issue with the statement with regards to the photograph. The officers took the photographs with their connected device, which is a suitable alternative to having a soccer attend.
And what photographs were those?
Pardon me?
What photographs were those?
They took photographs of you from the scene.
This is funny. So okay, then you want me to come in and you're going to charge me?
At this point, I want to speak to the other party and get their side of the story. Okay? There's obviously
the guy you're looking for. You're going to ask him.
He's going to be provided an opportunity to provide his story. Like, I've seen the video. I've seen both video from you. I've seen the independent video, and I've seen we also have an independent witness statement as well.
Yeah, from the people inside who basically told this guy to come out and beat me. That's fine. I'll just head down that way, and you guys can charge me, okay?
Well, like I said, the investigation's not complete, so like at this point, you're not wanted at this point. So I'm still, like I said, identifying things.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Good luck with that, okay? I'll be looking forward to hearing from you for that assault charge, because I'm gonna sue your asses off more now. This is hilarious. You're gonna charge a victim a week later.
Okay. Well, like I said, it's still under investigation, so I wanted to update you with regards to the investigation at this point.
And what's your name, detective? Your full name, spell it for me.
It's Patricia, and the last name is McCrae, McCrae.
And what's your badge number?